there. The Meepo ban is there.
Meepo,
we're happy with that. We're happy with that.
And Night Stalker.
Okay,
All four
I can appreciate the Alliance fans banning the IO, though. I guess that kind of goes both ways, though, a little bit, but more so in favor of Alliance.
No, I like these bans, and of course, you screwed it up with the Kunkka.
That's my bad.
Yep.
That's a good hero to ban. He's a boring mid-hero.
Yeah, but he's one of the fancy-looking heroes.
Oh, yeah, that's a bad hero
That's
to
why
ban.
Slack screwed it up and said ban Kunkka.
My bad.
Oh, that's a fun hero to watch. You guys were asking about the Fishman yesterday. Seeing some Slardar.
Yes, I apologize. Just got a message from OG's manager, and it says, quote, hope they make it. Well, I guess they made it. It was given 1 minute ago. Thank you. I believe that is them. Yeesh. All right, anyway.
Either that or Pimp Muckle's back there doing the draft.
My boy Pim, keep it covered, buddy. All right.
He's like, they play Slardar, right? Bristle? Are we Coddle bristling their Alliance?
Or we might see some similarities to yesterday, yeah.
You know, I'm still impressed with our lowest cost heroes right now. Is Disruptor really that bad? 13? It's cheap. He's a good hero. It does a lot of stuff.
Pretty good. There was a bounty that I did like where it was you had to pick 5 heroes that were all under 18 Moonbucks. And I thought that was pretty doable.
But that's in... Oh, okay, no, there are. Okay.
You could do it.
Yeah.
They've gone up, actually, a bit more since yesterday. I think there were more heroes. Some have gone down. Like, the lower have gotten even lower.
I don't know. It's a lot of cores under 8. There's not many supports right under 18. Who you have
well, you only need 1-5 and Disruptor. You got Clockwork
Vengeance,
4.
Disruptor. Yeah,
you got Mars 4, Venge 4.
Okay.
It was doable. But yeah, drafting bounties aren't that exciting because then you can only do them during the drafting phase. That's why we've moved into more of the during the game bounties for our teams to explore.
Explore themselves and the map and each other.
And friendship.
Friendship.
And trust.
Trust.
These are all winning.
Yeah, that whole spiel.
That's what these guys have all done.
Yeah, that whole thing.
Everyone in this game just winning TIs. like my boy Chessie over there.
Right,
just
slaying
it.
Chessie.
Oh, look who we've got.
Hey!
Oh, they took it.
Fantastic. We've got Green Swamp Man has appeared. Fantastic.
Ogre Magi. I love Ogre Magi.
Yeah. I do love Ogre Magi and his green friend, the Swamp Monster, green guy, ugly thing.
Yes.
Oh, there's Green.
He's hideous.
There you go. And Venomancer as well.
Oh, how perfect. Now we just need the Viper.
That's an interesting pick, though. Veno, a pretty good pipe builder. I like buying auras on this item.
Are you guys? I was actually thinking Viper is one of the really cheap ones at 13. He has that potential pocket pick if you need break. Like we saw people spend money on that Bristleback.
Yeah.
You've got like a potential really cheap counter there. Viper is a potential sleeper, I think.
But then you got Viper.
Then you have Viper.
That's true.
Remember that one game we cast that one time, Trent, when we saw that 5th pick Viper that just countered the whole team and they won?
It did just ruin the game. It was like PA and Bristle or something like that. It was like, they can't play Dota.
And I think Lena, too. There were like a couple others. It was pretty good.
Not seeing the value in the bans here, though.
Yeah, no bans. I think that's pretty interesting. OG confident enough to not take a single ban. As you remember, our community bans are done first from Twitch chat. And yeah, they're electing to not waste any money. Super cheap draft.
And that's different with what the Sunners did because it's Bulldog.
That's right.
Is it worth?
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, they're leaving the Bulldog heroes in. Yeah.
That's
I mean, if you're
you got
Bulldog,
he's going to take one of them.
You got to flex. You got to show
You're going to see
still
one of them
got
come
it.
out, yeah.
We've been trying to see that kid flex for all day yesterday. And he is buff in real life now. He has transformed.
He's been flexing a lot over the past couple of years.
Yeah, he's getting huge, frighteningly huge. But now it's no flexing, though. He's staying away from his core heroes here. Kind of concerning.
Grimstruck. That looks pretty annoying for a Slardar. Someone wants to be like in the thick of things and like allies follow up after you soulbind them.
Oh, yeah, because what I imagine, well, this is, with that pick, this is going to be, would you imagine, a Bulldog Ogre?
It looks that way, yeah.
Yeah.
And now you have the double up there with the Fire Blast and the Soulbind.
5 seconds remaining.
All right, well, next up, time is running out. We do have a lot more time, you might notice, in Midas mode drafting. Isn't that correct?
Yes.
There is a lot more information to go through. A lot of heroes, a lot of ban prices.
Slacks, can I just say, adding the skip ban button, one of the smartest decisions we've ever made.
Why is that?
That was my idea.
Well, because now the teams don't have to burn all of their reserve time just to skip the 3rd ban if they choose to.
Yeah,
Now it saves all of us time.
You think that should be in real games?
We elect to skip our free ban.
For no benefit, you can skip a ban?
Yeah.
What do you think? Just because you're bored? Could be.
I feel like the carry pool is what's standing out to me, where you have a lot of really cheap carries that aren't really in the meta right now, and there's like a couple in the middle that seem fairly value, and then the top is skewing relatively expensive.
OG are going to try and spend nothing on this draft. I feel like they're going to try and buy everyone under like 40 Moonbucks or something. They just want some tiny number up top and try and win.
I mean, makes sense to me.
You know, there's an idea for a bounty, though. Say that you have to take 5 heroes that are all within a certain Moonduck threshold.
They're
like,
a little... I don't know. We almost put it in today, but it's just...
if you did like 70 or less, you'd be picking some pretty shite heroes.
I know, 70 is pretty generous.
You can get A. Oh, okay, you can't get AM. He's 71. Oh, they went
there
to
we
Oracle.
go.
All right, they're playing some Dota.
No, I mean 70 total.
Oh,
you add them all up.
Yeah,
Oh,
well, that's very high.
Gracious.
Yeah.
Goodness.
Well, that's why it's a bounty.
That's some budget
It's a
draft in there.
challenge.
So why the Oracle? They actually decided to spend some money here, Trent. You seen anything?
Yeah, good basic dispel options here versus like the Blinding Light from the Coddle, as well as the Ogre from like the
5
Ignite during the lane if
Sure,
you're matched
sure.
up. And then you've got the hard dispel too versus like
can
all
be
these stuns.
Nice to have a save against Grimstroke, because sometimes he's really good at counter initiation, especially against the Slardar, and now you've got this like reset for your Slardar who wants to run in forward.
That makes sense to me. As we're moving on.
I'm curious if this is going to be a 4 Slardar with the like now that picked up too. It kind of makes me think it's going to be like an offlane Veno with a for Mad and then a 4
I don't know.
Slardar.
Seb plays the Slardar, right?
Yeah.
That is one of the ones he does like to do on the offlane.
But then I guess it really
Yeah,
depends
so
what
then
the
when he
Ana
put the
hero is.
yeah,
you
when
know? You would need some like serious game-winning hero. If this is going to be like some Jerax moving around the map kind of thing, then I feel like Ana would have to play like AM. And I don't think he's going to be playing AM.
Where has
well, maybe, yeah. Surely isn't AM probably a good hero to play on high?
Well, you still
because
have
you
to
just
fight.
hit creeps. Well, yeah, you have fight the very end. Yeah, but there's a lot of it where you just go in jungle camp to jungle camp, lane to lane.
And then what?
That could be a good hero to play. What do you mean? Well, sure. You know,
You're missing the critical part of AM. You're like everyone in my pubs. You just farm, and then the game's over. It's just you farm until it's over.
You know, yesterday we played a pub with Owen where he played Void, and he went, I think, Maelstrom, Battle Fury, Midas.
That's pretty good.
I've had that build on my games before with him.
He didn't do anything but farm Slacks. It was a lot of fun. And then he bought 2 butterflies, and we lost. Although it wasn't Owen's fault. To be fair. We had a lot of other problems.
It was my fault.
Okay, never mind. It was Owen's fault.
The double butterfly was a little questionable.
What is the... I'm not even going to get into it.
Look, there was an OD
There was
on
an
the enemy
OD.
team.
All right.
So he knew he wasn't going to buy MKB. He's a genius.
But the OD did just walk up and silences me, and I died. That's
Of course you didn't even...
So it didn't matter that I had the event.
You're up against an OD.
And
not
a
going to
lion.
build any magical resistance. You want. Okay, moving on. We have Ancient Apparition. Is not in the game yet.
No,
but
that
we
would
do
be a
have
bad.
him as a kid.
Oh, yeah.
He is still available.
Yes.
Guys, look at this draft. There's ABBA and
Wait, yeah,
Ogre
what?
Core. This might be a 1 ABBA. I feel like I've seen Loda
I-
talk about this.
Is it?
Yeah, I
good?
could see Loda playing the
What do you like? You like Midas Radiance kind of thing, or what do you
Well, I
do
think
with
You
it?
still get the
I've
standard,
seen
right?
some people trying this Echo Saber thing in pubs.
Oh.
Because you try and
Because of
build up
again,
the,
the numbers, yeah.
the stacks
The
as
stackies.
fast as you can.
That's one of those like sounds cool on paper, but probably isn't that great.
I don't know, I saw
reality
Frev
sort of
playing. It looked
things.
pretty good. He's playing out of the off lane, but it was basically a position 1 build.
Okay.
Dire team ban.
Oh.
Ooh.
Ooh, so cheap.
Dude, that is so cheap.
Exactly.
To get that,
27.
that is
These
a
are the
bargain
sleeper
for OG.
heroes.
Ooh.
27 Moonbucks.
That's
for
actually
Arc
very
Warden.
interesting. What didn't he do pretty good at TI? Arc Warden?
Yeah,
He wasn't that popular.
No,
though.
but obviously OG's one of the better, one of, if not the best team with it.
10 seconds
Oh
remaining.
God.
So that'll probably be our mid hero then, right?
I would
I
think
would think
so.
for Thompson,
5
and then
seconds
it might be
remaining.
on a Veno at this point too, and they could just last pick a Jerax hero, or it could be a Jerax Slardar, Seb Veno, and then we get our on a hero.
I mean,
last.
our Alliance gonna. I was just trying to see. There's not some sort of 5 support bounty, is there? That Alliance are going for? No, there isn't, is there?
No,
But
there's
they're
not.
Just, they're just picking support heroes, as it seems.
They're just flexing a little.
Yeah.
That's all. You know.
Every hero can be anything. All right.
Ooh.
Oh.
The Brood Mama 6th ban. See, I really like this though. We're seeing
good
bans
strat,
used
yeah.
strategically,
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
just as a go-to. This is exactly what we were hoping for.
Yeah.
Yes, finally. I mean, I've always really wondered how teams think about bans. If it's actually super targeted, and only in Midas mode do you actually see they literally only care about banning Brood in the entire draft. That's it, right at the end.
5
Yeah.
Super
seconds
cool to see.
remaining.
As we see no bans coming out from Alliance, that's a little.
Well, they did
Well,
ban
they ban
Bat Rider
Bat.
at the beginning.
They've been
Yeah.
a bat every
But
game.
you're right, no
But
6th ban.
I mean, there's some pretty good heroes that could slip in here from OG though.
Are there?
Do you have your eye on somebody specific?
No, you know, that was supposed to be a layup to somebody smarter than me, but
Yeah, that was wrong panel, buddy.
I don't know. I mean, who's yours up? Was it Anna, right?
Well, I came into this thinking you would play something like
Oh.
Bristol.
Okay.
Oh. Well, a little crowd reaction out of that one. OD Pixel's happy.
Yeah, no, Pudge, great hero. Still very good balance.
Oh.
Okay, all right.
All right.
Hey, guys, they have
Another
Eric Warden. All right,
Yeah, come on.
Boo and Naga.
They're going to do what they damn want, Trent.
I guess,
Sounds like,
that's
wow. So Pudge, Naga, final picks. There are some options for Alliance, but I'm having trouble seeing how this draft gets tied together. I definitely am favoring OG a bit here, if I were to be so bold.
I really don't know who's playing kind of anything. It's like Loda, probably a Loda Naga. It might be Chessie. I don't even know.
Oh, yeah, I think you're right. Chessie with the mic. I think, yeah, Chessie's going to play the Naga mid, and I think you're right with the Loader Abaddon and Bulldog Ogre. Yeah.
So
Okay.
there's,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
then
that's
even on the side of OG, like between this Veto and this Pudge, like, do you think it's an
Well,
Anna
is
Pudge?
this going to be an Anna Pudge on 300 ping?
I mean, Rot and
That's
Ulti are
good.
good.
Don't worry. Hook is, you know, is a hopeful skill.
You just buy Atos.
You throw it where you think they are. Atos and eggs, it's all good.
Yeah.
Screw ping. I
Is it-
like it.
Can you hook people out of Naga sleep? If you're not
Yes.
a slut,
Yes.
Yeah, if you're outside the range.
you can save people. Okay, that's sort of cool.
Just don't hit the Naga.
or all the
you,
illusions.
you know,
It's,
yeah.
you know, it's kind of hard.
Okay.
But hey,
Thread the needle. Okay.
The journey of any Pudge. But any predictions here from just draft alone? I mean,
Alliance fucking lost.
Jesus
No,
Christ.
I'm taking Alliance.
All right.
Yeah.
You want some
I'm believing
action
the
on this,
Naga.
Trent?
that's,
You want to put?
Hey!
There it is.
Thank you for that,
Thank you
Reginald.
for
That was
teasing
very
something
nice.
that we don't get this game. Wow.
Right.
Thanks for the friendly reminder.
All right. Well, Trent and I have set the stage here. OD Pixel and Slack, some predictions. Who's taking game one?
I mean, it really is a question. Do you believe in Anna on 300 ping being able to perform? It's very high ping, and if that is Chessie playing the Naga Siren, he was playing pretty try-hard yesterday with like the Meepo picks and stuff. I can see him carrying the game on Naga Siren if it's Chessie Naga. So I would go with Alliance.
Okay.
But I'm
My
looking
guy.
forward to some magic from Anna playing from Australia.
Wow.
I'm in on OG. Come on. TI winners, I mean, they could. Anna could literally not even be on the team, and he could probably still beat Bulldog with OG. So it's all good. OG for the win, for sure.
Okay. All right. Well, of course, it does take a moment to get into the game because we draft elsewhere, and then we got to get everybody in the lobby to get it started. So we'll have a few more minutes to fill and talk about this. But, of course, once the game starts, we'll jump right in.
Okay.
Yeah, none of this last-second entry like we did yesterday.
I wonder if
That's
there,
our bad.
are there going to be any easy bounties that you could see teams going for because of those picks?
Easy
What about
bounties.
with the Naga Siren?
Can we see the
You
bounties?
could do the quack.
You could do the quack. You just sing,
You just
walk
sing
up the
when they
river.
come towards
and
you.
well, what are you going to do?
They got us.
They've got to do the quack.
That's
Yeah.
the genius of bounties, right? You have to try and break it. That's why we set some of these up.
Are there any big ults you could see being misused on creeps and not sort of hurt your
Ooh,
team too much?
That's a good question. I mean, the song, that's one. You could use a level 6 song on enemy creeps.
Yeah.
I guess that counts, yeah.
Still counts.
Yeah.
That's very
Yeah.
easy.
It's a really
well.
long cooldown, too,
Yeah.
at level 1. Was it
Yeah.
180? Something
Yeah.
like that?
Or 200 now, I think.
No,
I don't remember. I
is it
got
that high?
changed.
It's something very
That might have
It's
been a
very
layup
high.
here,
It's very
boys.
high.
Slacks might have been right.
Oh,
But it's
boy.
fine. They still have to pick those heroes. And for a lot of heroes, you don't want to waste those cooldowns.
Oh.
And frankly, we want some bounties done. Am I wrong?
No, you're right.
For the fans, I think is one that, you're basically alerting them that you're doing Roche, but you're taking on our glorious VIP Roche, who's over there getting ready, set up.
Hell
I see
yeah.
over there.
I mean, Not My Fault is definitely like the meme one that's not draft specific. So I think at any game, there's potential there. We've
That's
got some
our
personalities.
subsidy package. right
Yeah.
there.
Now, I would like to say, for the fans, seems very easy.
But it'll be a weird game, that's for sure.
It's kind of them to, make Anna play with a handicap, to have him have, what did Slack say, 300 ping while playing Pudge. Nice way to nerf him slightly.
Yeah, that one's going to be pretty hard, I imagine. It won't be easy to do.
I think he's up for the task. I think he's got this.
I mean, if you go the right builds, it can work out. You basically get very tanky. You spend a lot of gold on survivability items. You ideally participate in a lot of kills, get extra flesh heap, and then at some point you transition into either more teamfight items or a radiance. Kind of be this like raid boss thing. It's really fun to watch if you can make it work. And to be honest, if you shift Q or do hooks after dismembers, that kind of a thing, you can make it work despite high ping.
Oh boy, oh boy.
Oh,
Roche is
this
very
ready.
excited. Man, I'm very excited. We're back to our custom map here for
Yeah.
Midas mode. And shout out to our observer. Look at that, look at that. We just zoomed out a little bit. How
Ooh, we can do
exciting
that?
is that? Isn't that
Ooh.
lovely?
That is good.
We've gotten Sir Sadim out of our mainframe, so we're allowed to actually have decent observing here. Shout out to Pop-Tart. I know it's tough to go and observe when you can't zoom out or even have smooth drag or anything like that. That is always a challenge.
Yeah, it's a tough one here.
All right, here we go.
Bulldogs
An altercation.
starting out with a little bit of harass here. The wasted fire blast for fun, I guess. I don't know.
Sometimes you just gotta go for it, Purge. You gotta have fun.
You do. Looks like they're doing a little bit of like lane swapping in anticipation of what their opponents are going to do. Abba Grimstroke dual off lane. It's going to be against Slardar and a Venomancer support, which we don't see very often, but he's gone lots of tangos, lots of Ironwood branches, 2 mangoes on the Veno. So he's just going to cast a lot of gales and probably do some pulling.
Wasn't that part of the fun of Midas mode, though, too, is the fact that you're seeing a lot of these heroes that aren't necessarily picked up because you want to have the best value for your draft?
Yeah, that's exactly right. And it basically forces them to pick slightly new meta stuff and try stuff that's different and force some weird compositions we don't see normally.
What is something that you would absolutely love to see?
This exact game, believe it or not.
Really?
Yeah, I've been dreaming about it all night, and here we are. I'm pretty happy about it.
Purge the Oracle here.
Keeper of the Light is support that's been trending a little bit lately since the buffs to Blinding Light. It's a 14-second cooldown with 70% miss chance. You can use it to basically prevent your opponents from getting those crucial range creep denies or last hits, so it's pretty helpful. EGM going on the bottom here. Good ink swell damage being done. But he's got to be careful. He's got the Ring of Basilius, though.
They're just poking each other back and forth a little bit. Want to throw out that harass.
He'll be fine. I think the scariest thing that that OG has to worry about is probably the Naga Siren, because they don't have the best at stopping illusions from running at them. They don't have the best heroes for that. So it's going to be a little bit scary, depending on how it works out.
Well, what would you like to see them try to do to ensure that that Naga Siren doesn't become as big of an issue as you're
Gank him a little bit, move into the jungle, put some wards down, that kind of a thing. It can really help by killing a couple times in the early or mid game. It'll slow down his acceleration. Or they can just group and do like 5-man pushes on towers, hopefully before he's ready to fight.
Okay. Definitely keep an eye on that. Currently in the mid lane, though, we have 9 and 1 CS on the Naga Siren, and of course 5 and 0 over on Thompson on the Arc Warden.
You know, it's kind of interesting. Sakura getting kind of low in the bot lane, but I think Slacks mentioned this or somebody else did, that last Midas mode was the first time that Seb had played with the team as the coach. And now we got Sox doing the same thing in this game.
Ooh, is that foretelling of the future,
is this
do you
a new
think?
legacy?
Is this what's going to happen?
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, we do have a slow, though, down here on Slardar. He's trying to turn back around, gets a nice little bash. He made a little bit more damage, and it doesn't look like they're going to be able to find it just yet.
It's a pretty good regen advantage so far, though. Lotus still has a bunch left over in his inventory. Grimstroke with some as well. Slardar, he's a decent laner, but he's going to run out of regen pretty soon, unless he starts transitioning into some kind of survivability item, maybe. Back on the mid lane, Thompson doing quite well. Actually, not that great. 9 and 1 versus the 13 and 2 of Chessie. Chessie has been practicing his mid lane, clearly. Our Wraithbands look a little bit better today, happy to say. Got the black background instead of the white.
We've had some really awesome items that have come in. I think they just fixed up the mango, too. We have the
Yes.
the puppers there. Very, very nice.
Basically, if you ever wanted a face on every single Dota item, this is the tournament for you. It's,
This what? Yeah, well, you should have bought up early. I had someone ask me the other day, like, "Oh, is it too late?" And I was like, "You bet your buttons, it's too late to get one of these custom items." But
yes.
keep on supporting us. Maybe Midas Mode 3 will happen.
That's true.
It's a double damage rune down here. Sox gonna be able to go snatch that up. Throw out a little taunt, do a banana dance. I like it. I really want to see the Great Migration bounty. That is the one I want to see the most out of all of these.
Oh, that bounty. I was like, bounty rune? What? I was confused. I was looking at the Ring of Basilius that Grimstroke has, and I was just blown away, dude.
That is a
Look
thing
at
of
that.
beauty. Quality Ring of Basilius.
I kind of thought it was Mont, but it's not. It's somebody else. Some other
It's the
beautiful man.
mustache, right?
Exactly.
Bottom lane, they throw out this Gale, trying to slow down. Now, Gigablast trying to run himself away, throws out that stroke, but he is going to be the first blood going over to Sashka. And are they going to be able to find something else?
Yeah.
Indeed they will. They get themselves a double kill.
I mean, they got to fight with a double damage, even though Venom has low base damage. It's a huge amount of damage coming out there. The best coach. I mean, Seb should know, right? He's got a lot of experience, so. I just don't.
Do you see how Bulldog literally just sat there while he typed that whole thing out?
How much damage did he take from that one?
None, actually. He just sat there and nobody hit him, which is surprising.
So one cool thing about the Oracle pick this game is that with Fortune's End, they can dispel buffs. And to be honest, anywhere that No-Tail went in lane, this game was going to be good. He could either dispel Inkswell, or against the Ogre, he can dispel Bloodlust. And that's usually one of the things that makes Ogre so good in the laning stage, is that he just Bloodlusts himself all the time, and all of a sudden he's just running much faster and attacking much faster than a normal hero would. He's able to abuse his high armor and regen and all that stuff. But because Oracle's here, he just can't use that crucial skill in the laning stage because Oracle can counter it. So it kind of just makes Ogre a much weaker hero than you would normally expect and makes it harder for them to get the leverage out of him.
5-minute bounty runes are up. And it looks like we're going to see a couple split here. I'm a big fan of Oracle. I feel like his kit is just really, really well thought out. You know, being able to dispel, being able to, you know, give you that magic immunity, the hard dispel on top of everything else. Surprised that we don't see it as often, but I guess it really depends on what's being picked up.
Yeah, it has some weaknesses too. Kind of low base damage level 1. It kind of works here because Pudge is already pretty survivable. There's a kill on the bot lane there.
Oh, Sox! Ah, Sox will finally get taken down. The spree is over, Lawbreaker.
The Abaddon kind of doing similar things to what the Oracle is as well, dispelling off Venomous Gale. It's a pretty high damage skill, but if you remove it right away, it's a full counteraction of what you're trying to do.
Middle lane, Chessie's trying to get down. They have that spark right down on the ground. They'll try to go, and they'll get him finally.
That was
a
really
nice rotation coming out from No-Tail.
It's a big level 4 pickup for Oracle now. So faster you hit 6, the more you can catapult into getting effective kills. It's got a smoke of it. There are so many faces. There's like a face on every single item, actually.
It's wonderful. I love it. I love it. Uh-oh. Grimstroke. Sox gives him a little poke. Won't decide to chase after him. Just wants to get him off that creep wave, of course.
The bright side for Ogre, even though he does get Bloodlust ruined occasionally, he's got some free mana here from the Coddle.
Time for a math quiz.
Oh,
all right, Purge.
I'm so ready.
Let's get ready. What is it going to be? How long is Admiral Bulldog? Jerry, you can't put your own math equation.
He guessed it.
Thank God he didn't get that wrong. Can you imagine? All right, where's our math quiz? I'm all excited.
He's got to type it out first. If you're
okay, all right. Okay. There are 20 enchanted mangoes in each courier. 4 such couriers of mangoes were delivered to the Radiant shop.
Text limit.
8 enchanted. They're still fighting down here, too. All right, well, let's see if they actually remember it. They're chasing after this Grimstroke. There's the bash coming through. The heal comes out from Loda, though. There's going to be a crush. Can they slow him down long enough if the Photic Shield gets thrown out? He's going to be able to stay alive, and now they're going to turn back around. Slardar's got to swim that little fishy away. As they turn back around on Loda, this is not looking good. He throws out the Photic Shield. It buys him a little bit more time, and he denies himself at the last second.
Ooh.
Oh, and they follow up with, oh my goodness, they're going right back, and they want this kill on Sox. Are they going to be able to get it? He needs to be careful. He's taking too much damage from the creeps. He's going to, oh no!
All right, did he pace it all? Okay. 8 mangoes were rotten and had to be thrown away.
And they're just still
oh my! This is a word
Never
problem.
mind.
This is not a math problem.
Something has happened because my screen is black.
Oh. I can see.
You can see. All right, Purge, be my eyes.
Can no one actually see other than me? Is it just me?
I don't know. Well, paint us a picture, Purge.
Well, okay.
Come on, tell us. Tell us
Let's see.
what's
The
happening.
laning is still the same in the top lane. The lane is still the same in the mid lane.
Purge, you're fired. This is
okay.
terrible.
You're the play-by-play guy.
I am the play-by-play caster. All right, so the bottom lane, we've got a little bit of trades back and forth. Jerry manages to find a kill on Ana in the top lane. We are going to fire Purge as an observer because he did not catch that.
My bad. He died, he respawned, and he TP'd to the top lane. Got a kill.
This reads like an IKEA manual.
Well, that's
All right, so anyways, we still got we got some action over in the mid lane. Bottom lane, they'll actually go pop that borrowed time. And we get another kill mid lane. It looks like Ake was trying to... Sure you did, buddy. We'll say we did, just to make you feel better. Courier going to go and deliver some items. And otherwise, we do have a rotation over here from No-Tail. I'm not sure if he was a part of that fight or not. But... here's some more movement going on top lane. Are they going to be able to find a kill? Yes, they'll be able to take down Ana. A little help from the Grimstroke as they use that Inkswell to slow him down.
He's dying a lot, but he also doesn't have any boots or armor yet. He just went hood first with a magic wand. So if they do catch him, he is stupidly slow, and he just gets killed by all the right clicks. But the rotation is going to come through EGM and keep the light shifting towards the mid lane. Chessie is actually farming aggressively on the enemy side of the map. It's a little surprising. And tons of observer wards to try to cover and protect.
Oh, Ake. Oh, at the last second, in comes No-Till. He has those Purifying Flames. They're still going. They're going to try to get EGM here. Got the Ingswell. It's not going to be enough. No-Till finds himself another kill.
I thought he was going to get out of there, but good TP attempt.
I would also like to go back to, I believe Admiral Bulldog just mentioned, actually fluked TI twice.
He's been working on the math this whole time while last hitting.
I think we did get a math problem that got thrown out there.
Yes. Do you want to go back and look at it?
Could we look at that? Yes, please.
Okay, we'll read.
Thank you.
All right, I can't scroll up that far.
Okay.
Never mind. Nope, no more math.
Why do you build me up like this, Purge, just to let me down?
I just assumed you could scroll up and chat as an observer, but I don't think you can.
All right.
Maybe it's another Midas mode bug.
Midas mode is perfect. How dare you? If anything is wrong, it's Sir Sadim's fault.
Snare on top.
Top lane. They're gonna go hold into place. Can they get this kill on this Naga? Oh no, that multicast coming out from Bulldog will make sure that Ana is not gonna be doing much of anything. The sun comes out. We'll be able to put several of them to sleep. It's just gonna be Chessie TPing out. He's had enough. And it's left Bulldog all alone here. Although, no, EGM's over there in the corner. Sashka.
I mean, Bulldog's fine. He's got his Midas already finished. He's got a magic stick. He's got level 8, so he's ready to accelerate. And really the big weakness is Ana right now. Like, he still has no armor. He's got a hood, but if Naga Siren comes up and procs Riptide one time, he's taking massive amounts of damage. He's going to try to turn out a kill in the mid lane, though. I like this. Uses smoke, comes to the mid lane.
Oh, hey, we got it. We got it back. Thank you for your beautiful, beautiful skills of observing there, Purge. You really helped us out in a pinch here.
Okay.
But we're back.
It was all right.
We're back. Oh, Ana, he tried for Ake. You can see a little bit of that ping, though, going through.
I'm sure that's still
Top lane, though. Sashka, Admiral Bulldog and EGM are going to be able to clean themselves up a little Venomancer.
Yeah, good luck on that one. That doesn't look like there's any way for Venomancer
Stick to coaching. Oh, damn.
My God. The flames.
I love it. I want more.
How's everything else going? Slardar on the bot lane, also trying to farm his Midas. He's getting kind of close. Thompson has a Midas. How many Midases do we have? It's a lot.
I don't know.
It's like 2 per team or something. Naga Siren still farming. Going Yasha after the triple Wraith Band with treads. So nothing too weird here. But just a lull in the storm before teams start getting active. A lot of stacks for No-Tail, though. Look, a lot of gold as Pudge cleans. Oh yeah, I forgot about this cool combo. Fate's Edict on a Pudge while he's rotting. Makes him not take any magic damage, therefore the rot damage is free. So they're going to try to abuse this by killing all these stacks. Look how many creeps this is.
It's going to be a very farmed Pudge the way that they've been running this. I like it.
Yep. He is queuing up his phase boots finally. That's going to help keep him very survivable in comparison to before. Yeah, he does get them all. That's a lot of gold. So if we check the net worth now, he is still in a pathetic position. That really didn't help that much at all. He's slightly behind Slardar.
It's good that you're not their coach. Just like, well, that really didn't do anything. So
no, I mean,
good job, guys.
It was
Way to
probably
waste all your time.
It had to be way worse before this moment. So I'm sure they're going to be pretty happy with it.
See a TP coming up to the top. Looks like they're thinking about making some moves. Whether they're going to try to grab Ana or No-Tail. Well, find EGM over in the corner. They just stare each other down. No Bulldog will open up. We'll follow up with that Phantom's Embrace, but the hook comes through. We'll follow up again with that Inkswell. Can they turn this around? Ana, he's trying to stay alive. He gets silenced up. They'll drop the Inkus. They drop the double, and they'll be able to get themselves... Oh, never mind. Ana got himself a denial.
Okay. Well, good for them, at least. But really difficult to take those fights. Grimstroke has so many disable abilities. He gets to interrupt the Dismember instantly with help from the Grimstroke, so... Tough for them to take that engagement. And all the rotations so far that Ana's tried haven't really worked out. So this has got to be one of those frustrating moments. He's dealing with high ping. He's died quite a few times to ganks. And if he doesn't find a way to get himself in the game, he's just going to be really just a problem for their team.
It's like Sashta going to make his way back up to the top lane. Surprised, we've only seen one tower taken so far, and that's been the mid tower. You can assume that would be happening with an Arc Warden.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's mostly happening because Naga Siren is a hero that typically does jungle. He accelerates really fast in the jungle. He just did a beautiful triple stack over here at the Tri-Camp. Nice hook,
that's
though.
the hook, though, coming out from Ana. Nice blow back here from Ake. They'll go, hold him into place, and they'll get the kill with some Purifying Flames.
So what Naga does, he leaves the lane. He goes in jungles because he has so much AoE. so much AoE, so he goes in jungles, and that's why they're able to take the mid tower. But now with this nice hook kill rotation, they got 20 seconds to wail on this tower. I don't think it's going to be enough because they don't have a catapult, but still, it does help out. There's actually a face on every single line. Man.
I'm surprised nobody bought the Ring of Basilius. I don't
have a
believe there
couple.
is a face on the Ring of Basilius. No, I meant for in terms of branding it with your...
There was earlier.
There was?
See, for some reason...
Oh,
it's
there
not-
is, the Faulty.
It's not quite working on the Grimstroke. It was working earlier. Maybe it's because he died or something.
Oh, maybe.
Certainly not a Midas mode bug. That's
Absolutely not.
Absolutely.
Midas is perfect.
the case. Oh, another Midas coming for Venomancer, actually.
Perfect. I like this theme. You know, they're celebrating Mr. Midas by all
They are.
Midases.
It's a good choice.
Midas I? Midases?
I don't know.
No kills. Maybe needs to be a little bit careful because Ana comes in with the hook. He's looking for a kill. They'll follow up, though, throughout that Phantom's Embrace. And Bulldog, he's trying to run himself out. EGM trying to slow them down just a little bit. Did manage to go and use that Soulbind. Looks like they'll be able to get Bulldog out here.
Just really smart how they planned ahead for the high ping. Just said, let's get all these really easy setups. Gale, Fortune's End for 2.5 seconds. Like, no matter what, he's going to be able to land hooks. At least until they get 4 stabs.
I was about to say, don't put that pressure on him, Purge, because every time he misses, they'll be like, well, Purge said that you should be landing every single one of these. God.
And still, we haven't seen almost anything out of Slardar. But what he's been doing in this bot lane is hitting creeps, using his Hand of Midas, and he's trying to rush a super fast Aghanim Scepter here.
Bulldog found himself Thompson. He's going to see this rotation. They're going to try to take down the Tempest double. Ignis Goddess is going to get thrown down. No Tail tries to run himself out. Not going to be able to get out fast enough as they go knock back with that blinding light. Thompson, he's got the Oracle's ulti on him, but it's not enough. They didn't have enough healing. He will fall. Looks like they might be able to go and grab EGM here, and they go pop the Shrine. Chessie gets himself a triple kill as he cleans up over onto Sashka. And they're not done yet. They want to see if they can get this final hit here onto Ana. He's just a big, tanky boy, though. He is a chonker. Come on. One more stroke of fate, and down goes Ana.
And they separate Slardar in the meantime. Chessie's got him locked down, keeping Ake alive, and see if they can get this kill. It's going to be a little bit tough. Chessie's net is up in 5 seconds. There's another pushback here. No more mana left on Grimstroke. They can throw an Urn, but that's about it. No?
That's
okay.
4 heroes chasing after.
I think they've got him now with that Arcane Rune.
All right,
Yes.
there we go. We'll take down Sep finally.
And this is the issue with the lineup for OG. They don't have a lot of heroes that can just stop the run at them. Like normally it would have to be like Venomancer using Gale ulti on a lot of heroes or something. But when you're playing support Venomancer, it takes time to ramp up into these big items and time to ramp up into skills that do a lot. He hasn't even skilled his ultimate yet because he doesn't feel like it's worth it. Poison Sting is important. Plague Wards are important. And if Chessie just runs at their heroes, they can't really stop it very easily.
All right, so looks like Thompson's made his way up to the top lane.
He's being a little careful here, not showing his hero if possible, but he does show the unit. He does have his Timberlands finished, so he's able to get his clones around the map really easily here. Loda also going Hand of Midas, nothing really special from him yet either, but we'll see when that changes and becomes something special.
No one's attempted any bounties yet. I'm a little disappointed. I mean, we did have the math one that was thrown out there, but I don't believe anyone answered it properly.
I mean, I feel like I'd have to stop playing Dota for like a minute with a piece of pen, some paper, and figure that one out.
Yeah,
Trying to get the kill here on Loda.
Oh, the follow-up with the Soulbind, though. Ana's been silenced, slowing down quite a bit. The Bloodlust comes out from Bulldog, and they should be able to get the kill on Ana.
He takes so much damage, actually. They just keep going on him. 6 deaths now for him, but I mean, if only one hero is dying, it's not that big of a deal, and his net worth at this point is below Abaddon's. He's like a mid-tier hero. If it's not Arc Warden dying, if it's not Slardar dying, I don't know if it's that big of a deal. Because he can always catch up, you know?
Are we concerned, though, at all because of the fact that Chessie has just been allowed to free farm for the most part?
Yeah, we definitely need to, because his net worth is getting a little bit ridiculous. Thompson's going to put some heat into him here. They're going to try to pressure him, but he puts the song down. And he'll be able to TP out pretty easily. And he doesn't even waste it. TP's to the Tri-Camp instead, not staying, going back to Fountain, so he barely loses any farm here.
Good efficiency. I like to see that. I like to see a nice efficient movement around this map.
His Diffusal Blade's coming too, so he's only going to do more damage here. And now as a support, No-Tail realizes, like, I need a solution against Naga. If Naga goes on me, I need an item that's going to make me not die instantly. And Ghost Scepter is one of the few that's going to work here. Because if he gets netted, Glimmer Cape's not going to work. If he gets Force Staff, it's going to work, but only for a couple seconds. So I think this is basically where OG has to go. They need these panic items. pretty quickly. Sakshka also queuing up an Aghanim Scepter. Great choice, because it's going to increase his damage massively and might allow them to deal with these illusions.
There's the value of the Oracle again, being able to go and purge off the net. You see the TPs are coming out in mass now from the side of OG. They're looking to fight this. They want to try to defend. The hook comes out though. Ayana, he finds himself a friend. Can he get Chessie in time though? Not going to be able to quite finish him off. And there's going to be a big Ignis being dropped in the middle of all. He's going to be able to hold several of these guys down. To get pulled back in, the sleep coming through. They just can't actually do anything, Purge. They're just being held in place. Meanwhile, looks like Bulldog trying to just whack away over here. They didn't manage to finish up over onto Ana. They were trying. Go throw out a Fire Blast, and they'll be able to go get the kill onto Shashka. Chessie's still looking. He's still fighting his way through. They'll go use the Ink Swell. They're going to try to move him forward, but the illusions are actually blocking him a little bit here. Not able to go as far forward as he would like. Casually just throwing out that Stroke of Fate. We'll find Ana in the trees as they take the mid-tower.
It's so hard for them to fight into this. The Pudge is trying to rot kill all the illusions.
Oh, they want Ana. They want him. They go, they purge off the net again. Jesse's still chasing down. They've used the Purifying Flames, trying to keep him alive a little bit longer, but it's not going to be enough. Loda finds that final hit. Thompson's attempt to double is now hiding out in the trees. It will get cut down, but they're still going.
Yeah, I mean, they're kind of making them work for this, but it just feels so easy right now for Alliance to take these engagements with the Naga Siren. I mean, they had a decent hook to start things off. The Ignis disrupted OG, but it didn't make it easy to win the fight. So it's going all right, but it just feels like this is going to turn into a barracks shortly.
No, they're going to prove you wrong, and they're just going to walk away.
It's possible. It's definitely possible. Ags is up on Slaughter at least, so he's going to have tons of regen, and I believe armor. Can't remember that one. I think armor and status resistance is what you get out of it. So he's going to be able to fight in the engagements a lot faster. And for a lot longer periods of time. He's actually queuing up a Radiance of his own, which is kind of a cool way to play this build. So he's kind of playing it very similar to what we see out of like Wraith Kings and Lifestealers. Get tanky, stand in the middle of the fight, and deal with your opponents.
Sounds like a plan. There's going to be a lot of puddles all over that map soon.
Yep. And maybe this is why Ana is playing off lane instead of the safe lane, perhaps. Maybe it's just this game, who knows. But I would say Pudge and Starter can play both very similarly. Very tanky heroes. Semi-mobile, good ways to deal damage naturally, so they can get a Radiance and just be a high damage dealer. But this game it's going to be on Slaughter since he's having a better game.
Radiant's bottom tower is
Bride's Revenge Tranquil Boots. Oh dear.
Excuse me?
Oh, the Tranquil Boots are doing that. And the Vanguard got picked up too. It's pretty on par for... Excellent.
I didn't even know about that one.
Excellent. I want to see these guys. I mean, it's going to be a while for some of these guys to get in the Roche Pit. But oh boy, Ana, you have found yourself. Chessie and Admiral Bulldog. Going to try to purge it off. Keep him alive a little bit longer. He's running right and has that Mjolnir placed upon him. He's going to go for the hook, manages to find himself one, but he needs help. He needs to get out of there. Again, the false promise gets thrown out. They're trying to keep him alive, but the Oracle will fall in the back lines. No tail. Getting chopped down. We'll push Ana, though, back down to the low grounds. They can't quite reach. Is he going to go for a hook? Is he looking for it? He's just outside that range. It might be able to grab someone. We've got a big old puddle over here. Slardar running in. Seb, he wants to chase after them. Look at another big multicast being thrown out.
Oh, no.
Thinking, I don't know. They might have overcommitted for this. What do you think, Purge?
Venomous, the Venom will be
Oh,
hit
no.
almost.
Oh, the Slardar. He's not going to be alive for much. Like, he needs to be alive to just even be part of this fight. Ana, he's back in the middle here. Starting to fight with Bulldog. They'll try to throw out the Gales. Not going to be able to connect.
It looks like Sasha is playing on 400 ping right now. He's missing almost all of his abilities. Poison Nova hit just the Keeper of the Light. It's a hard ability to use without mobility items. But if he can get Ags, maybe some of these later talents it could work out. But the fights are looking iffy for OG, but they do push their opponents back on the bright side. But not scoring kills is kind of scary. Unless they can take this tower really quickly here, they're still going to be on the back foot.
I thought for sure we were going to lose Seb during that.
It was definitely pretty close, especially because they stunned him outside of his giant puddle, but kind of making his opponents watch him a little bit here, but he's going to get out of here in just a second. In the meantime, Thompson has still been farming, though. They make it seem like they're still going to push mid. They force everybody on Alliance to show up mid, but in the meantime, Thompson's getting farm on the top lane and pressuring the tower, so might be another engagement here.
Oh, they found Loda over here on the side. He'll go for the hook, not going to be able to quite connect. Loda's going to be able to go and ride that pony out.
He's a really hard kill for sure. Because he could always pop his borrowed time if he does get caught here. At least until they get some more disable items.
Radiant's bottom
No
tower.
Tail finding himself a haste rune down here. We'll be having the 25-minute runes coming up in a little under a minute, so I'm sure they want to be paying attention to positioning for that.
Veno doing? Oh, he actually went to Yule's first instead. Changed his mind here on his item. Which kind of makes sense. He needs a way to protect himself or try to shut down others, disable enemy heroes that are running at them. Having Yules is really good for that, actually. But it is going to delay his damage output, but it'll work in the end, probably. And also, curiously, he went Venomous Gale cooldown. He didn't go for the 90 GPM. We don't see this super often, but if your opponents are running you down constantly, having a lower cooldown Gale is a really good way to deal with it.
Is that Aeonir on the Yules?
I don't know who that is.
It looks kind of like her. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure. We'll take down the Tempest Devil. Are they just having a... Is the courier actually delivering something, or has he just been chasing him around? Okay, no, that is actually delivering something. Pretty adorable courier. A little bit early there with that Slithering Crush. Does have the puddle down, though, in case he needs to make a fast getaway, but he's still being slowed down quite a bit. In fact, he is going to get held into place. No jail, though. He's there with the save. Song is going to come out. He'll catch both of them. There's not going to be enough healing here to help this Slardar, and I'm pretty sure that Nulltail's going to be going down pretty soon.
He'll live,
going to try to TP.
But
is he going to be able to make it out in time? Oh, barely by the skin of his teeth.
He's got a TP ready. If he can just juke somehow and get out of here.
He's trying. He's trying pretty hard, but they throw out the signs, they throw out the net, they throw out the blinding light, everything the kitchen sink.
Okay, they do eventually get him in. Part of the reason is Naga's new item. One of my favorites in Midas Might here, Mila's Heart of Tarrasque. It's great. Really effective bandana.
Beautiful.
Yeah, big fan of that one.
What? Bohemian Galaxy? Is that what's on the...
Yes, I don't know that one. There's a lot of confusion.
I like it. I do like it.
Ogre taking a lot of spell damage here from the Venomancer, but it looks like he's going to be okay for now. He does pick up the Dagon, another animal-themed weapon here. This one uses a dog's head to shoot a laser, believe it or not. So, and considering he's already got Pipe, that was the first item he picked up, he's going to be able to keep his team pretty safe against the Veno, the Pudge damage, and the Arc Warden damage. It's a lot of magic damage. That could make it hard for OG to transition to late game.
Oh, bottom lane. Looks like Chessie's facing off here. Just have to run again. Phantom's Embrace going to silence up Ana. He's trying to run himself out, and there again, No Tail trying to keep him alive. They'll be able to go land that Gale, but that's just too many heroes circling for Ana. I don't think he's going to make it out of this one.
Yeah, I think he's dead that one.
They tried though.
Yes.
You know, good for it, good effort.
It kind of feels like this whole game so far is a lot of like Oracle just trying to save some guy that's like clearly should be dead, you know, and then leaving because it's over.
Well, it's interesting, right? Because they don't really have a good solution to be able to jump into the back lines to take out No Tail. Like, he's really got to be, you know, up front and center, and his positioning has been pretty good, considering that he's been able to get off his false promise, I think, every single time. But the second that he shows up with that false promise, they all just converge on him because they know that he is the source of healing, of pretty much all the healing right now.
Yeah, that's definitely true.
If he can't heal, they can't do as much.
Yeah, it looks like Bulldog's committing to the Dagon 5. Very good item. I mean, he's already out farming Slardar, and once the team fights start, he's going to start throwing these out on a low cooldown. It'll eventually work down their opponents, give them a better ability to burst. You just got to be careful not to use it on whoever Oracle's protecting.
Looking forward for the multi-merps as he goes and throws his zaps out with that bad boy. They're going into Roche? Are we having our first Roche? Oh, snap.
Smoke broke really weird.
It did break a little bit weird.
I think it broke on Roche.
Look at him go. Look at RVR Roche. Look at him. They're like, oh, God, I can't deal with this. Come back here, Naga Siren.
They might also be worried that there was an enemy hero there, because I think it was treating Roshan like a player, and that's why the smoke broke.
That's possible.
They might be thinking that there was an Invis Radiant hero, like an Invis OG hero there.
Surprised they didn't try to go for that bounty, right? They have to announce. Is that it?
Yes, I believe so.
It's another dead Ana.
It's just really hard for him to catch up at this point. He's got 9 deaths, 0, 9, and 3.
You know, sometimes it really do be like that, Purge.
Yeah. Sometimes you're just against these swarming type heroes. You have a rough laning stage. Sacred Relic is up on Slardar at least.
Ooh, that's a very very scary TP coming out from Seb, especially considering everyone else is nearby. Let's go throw the Soulbind out.
He's fine.
Got the silence on.
Got the puddle. Once the puddle's down, he's relatively safe here, but he's got to finish the Radiance before they lose some Rax advantage. Chesty getting focused.
They're going in. They go. They land that Slithering Crush. They're going to just keep on throwing. Nice Ignis getting thrown out again by Ake. Going to be able to keep them alive a little bit longer.
Arc Warden.
Bulldog, though. Bulldog's getting just chomped down. Chesty says, all right, everybody, get on the bus. It's time to go home. Everybody out of the pool.
That's a safe way to get
Scared, yeah.
But on the bright side, Arc Warden is really easy at killing the Coddle ulti, because every single attack counts. So he's got all this extra attack speed.
True.
Normally here, We're going to see smoke break in. Let me see if it breaks. Yeah, it does break on
So
the
it is
front.
actually, okay, so it's Roche that's breaking.
Yes,
But they know that they're not in the vicinity. They've got some vision over here, so.
He's fighting. He's
Give
trying.
him the punches.
He
Give him the
can't-
punches. He can't. He's getting bashed back and forth.
They're invulnerable because of the magnetic field. He
Oh
can't
my
control
God.
his movement, but he can still slap.
By Super Roche, it's too late.
Oh, man.
That's our first, I think that's our first Roche with our,
They
our
tried.
doing it, yeah.
It just took, it takes a couple seconds, guys. Sorry.
So was it, did they actually end up purchasing it?
I'm gonna guess a no. That was a fat no.
Okay. I can't wait to see someone get yeeted out of that pit. It's not something I ever thought I'd say in a Dota game. It's gonna be great.
All right, Force Staff gonna be ready for Oracle here. Rest of the team on Alliance's side is gonna be moving around the map. They do have Aegis to worry about now, but I mean, it feels like such a bigger deal than it is because of how difficult it has been for teams to Roche up until this point. But now they're going to have to worry about that again. And Starter's got Radiance coming too, which means that they actually have a way to take some damage to their opponent. Topson in trouble though, he gets fought. I'm sorry. Never mind, just attempt this.
I love it. You get
I'm
so
sorry.
excited. I like hearing excited Purge. It's great. Excellent.
That one is fake though.
Good. All right, there it is. There's that Radiance that you were excited about. We are going to have an Agnum Scepter picked up on Sashka soon, too.
That'll be really big actually. Lowers the cooldown a lot. That's the big thing. Increases the damage a huge amount. But a lot of it comes down to the later
It is.
counts. The 20 and the 25 count.
Oh, Hook not going to connect, but in comes Seb. The song comes out from Chessie. They're going to go get in position. They found themselves at Oracle. They say, yeah, we're not going to be allowed to heal anyone as they see Chessie falling
wants our
over on the
coordinate.
tops, and they'll go throw with a slow down. And they're going to just chop away. Can they get Thompson? No, at the last second, No-Tail going to be able to throw out that false promise. Keep him alive a little bit longer. Ignis will get dropped. Everyone's going to get pulled back for a little bit of a nap time here. Admiral Bulldog jumps in. They manage to find the kill over onto Thompson. And they're still going. This is not looking good for Team OG. They lose Ana. They're going to probably, yeah, there it is. They go. They get Ake. And they'll come right back
can
up
still do this.
again. I don't know. Okay, yeah, they'll be able to get down Bulldog. Excellent.
Yeah, because when he respawns with Aegis, he's already got the status resistance puddle down. That's actually kind of nice. Helps
Chessie?
protect him.
Chessie?
He's trying to trick him. He's trying to trick him. It's not working.
I'm
He
an
finds him.
illusion. I'm an illusion. Nope, they know you're an illusion, Chessie. Run. Run, Chessie. Actually cheating.
Oh no, Sashka just dies. The illusion.
Oh, Sashka.
Oh man.
Dire's top tower
Okay,
is under
well.
attack.
Pretty good fight though. The 3K gold advantage for Alliance. Game's still very winnable for both teams at this point.
All right, that's the, I believe the Ag Scepter was just picked up for Sashka now. That is completed. What's the play here?
It's
Because
just,
Ana basically is just like one big hero that,
he's not the big threat. The big threat is the Arc Warden. You could tell that by the way Alliance played that fight. They songed everybody, and that was the hero they wanted to go on. They didn't care about the Oracle. What they wanted to kill was Topson on the Arc Warden. Topson made a small micro mistake too. He spawned his Tempest double. He tried to force his main one, but he accidentally forced his primary Tempest double. And then his main hero got killed. So that was actually, other than the Aegis, that was kind of like a, maybe not a worst case fight there for OG, but it was pretty rough. So as long as they don't get him caught like that, they'll have a much better chance of winning. But on the downside, that's a butterfly finished here for Naga Siren.
or on the upside if you're an Alliance fan.
That's true.
Chessie wandering through, finds himself a No-Tail. Go, throw out the net. Will immediately purchase. It's going to be the Yules getting used.
I mean, Chessie's just essentially invulnerable here this game.
Oh, Ana. Got found out over here in the corner. Throw out the Soulbind over on the Oracle, and Ana will be able to take down the Oracle. There's not going to be any healing available. Throw down the Ignis as well. And there's going to be a song. I guess they're just going to maybe back themselves out. I'm not sure what's going on here. It feels like they're not 100% sure either. As they get dragged in further and further. Very nice stroke of fate coming through. They're going to be able to go bounce everybody back using that blinding light and just creating absolute chaos right now. Ana trying to get himself away. Another multicast. He's going to get taken down. And the Force Staff will come out as they try to keep Seb alive, but they're going right after this tower. And look at it just go. Throw down that bubble. Let's get inside of it there to get that damage down.
It's going to buy some time, but as they cross around here, Loda just going basically offlane items. Vlad's Solar Crest, they're hitting buildings. And they can't really stop this easily without ultimates or Pudge. Pudge is like the cheapest source of damage they have. Ooh,
Oh,
scary
BKB
for
though
Slar.
coming out from Seb. He's going to try to take down Loda. Loda goes to use the bar time. He backs himself away. And now it feels like Seb's just wandering around. He's like, I'm trying to find anything, but he needs the rest of his team behind him. Where's the rest of his team?
They can't really come that far forward. It's not very safe for them.
Yeah, because Chessie's just throwing his own body forward, like we said. I don't think he found any sort of a kill over here on the Slardar. He's already used the BKB. Bulldogs is moving back, throwing out that multicast again. Can they get the kill? Yeah, they'll be able to take down Seb. He has no buyback. And they throw out, can they, the Dagon, that double Dagon!
The dog power, man. It's strong, and they're going for the throne, dude.
Puppy power, too strong.
I bet they wish they were playing yesterday, not today. They could have gotten that challenge completed, but everybody's dead on OG. That's going to be the end of the game for sure.
Real TI winner. Yikes. Yeah, they didn't do any of the challenges. I'm a little disappointed in Alliance. Like, I'm glad to see them, playing well, but that could have been more entertaining.